News.
All right, Mallory, thank you. One of the biggest issues facing the economy is the cost of fuel. The wild fluctuations in fuel prices have been a real problem. Tonight, in part 2 of our series on alternative fuels, we're looking at that closely. Last night, we looked at the research. Tonight, we explore producing these fuels. WAAY 31's Laura Beth Ezell reports.
The United States is taking progressive measures to decrease our dependence on foreign oil. The way to do that is through alternative fuels. But without the tools to produce it, the research is useless. There is a growing demand for oil across the globe. It took 125 years to consume the first trillion barrels of oil, but it will only take 30 years to use the next trillion.
The biggest stimulus package that the government could do would be to invest in all forms of alternative energy and keep that money circulating in our pocket.
Last year, President Bush approved $500 million in renewable energy grants. Ethanol and biodiesel are the two major alternative fuels on the market. Ethanol, or E85, is an alternative for regular gasoline. Today, there are more than 140 ethanol plants. 60 more are under construction. In Alabama, an ethanol plant is in startup mode in Livingston, and a second will soon be in Baldwin County. But ethanol plants cost 2 to 3 times more to build than a biodiesel plant.
Alternative energy projects like this and ethanol are very costly to get off the ground. But then again, the benefits for America really outweigh those costs in the long run.
There are, however, 5 Alabama biodiesel plants. Athens Biodiesel opened this July. It took Melvin and Beverly Kilgore 2.5 years and $10 million to build the plant. So how does it work? Well, biodiesel is made from the oils from crops like soybeans, sunflower seeds, and algae. Algae can actually produce 3,000 gallons of oil off a 1-acre pond. The oil is extracted from these sources and then sent to Athens Biodiesel.
We take pretty much any vegetable oil, animal fat, or waste vegetable oil, and go through the conversion process, and it makes biodiesel and a byproduct of glycerin.
The glycerin can be used to make soap. What's left is biodiesel. It's tested and then sent to a distributor to be sold to you.
It has to meet very stringent standards before it can be sold and blended and actually used in your tank.
Athens Biodiesel can produce 30 to 40 gallons a minute. That's about 46,000 gallons a day. The challenge now is to build more plants. The positive is these plants could be built in more rural areas and create new jobs and opportunities for farmers.
It gives us an opportunity to work with rural communities and look at economic development in those rural communities.
It also progresses a farmer's dream like Stuart Sanderson, who want to clothe, feed, and fuel the American economy.
It's about us growing our fuel here and refining our fuel here, and the money staying in our economy.
As you can see, the production process is pretty simple. So simple, some people are making their own biodiesel at home. Right now, you can go to WAAYTV.com and see how a Limestone County man is making his own biodiesel in his garage. It costs him about 75 cents a gallon to make and saves him hundreds in fuel costs. It's a story you'll only see on WAAYTV.com. Also, if you have a question about alternative fuels, write to us at newsroom@WAAYTV.com. Karen?